Hey, Sean. Welcome. I'm John Mossi, as you know. I bet you thought I was Mr. Rogers, but sorry, he's dead and I'm alive. And we're going to go on an exciting adventure into my world. So come along. Welcome to my office of great thoughts and inspiration. So I'm just kind of walking in and giving you a tour of the lovely setup. It's just been remodeled with the help of Janelle Williams. And you can see some of the items that I have here. This is a painting by my mom. You can tell she loved flowers. And we're gonna be sitting right in these chairs in a little bit for a little fireside chat. And here's the rest of the office as you kind of scan around slowly. And my desk here that has just been set up with its computer screen. And here's the office with a view of Santa Clara Valley. So you can see kind of what I look out onto. And it's all quite very nice. I'm quite pleased. Just a little history. I started in the office on September 2nd, 2008. And I have to say, the office at that time was quite a train wreck disaster. I had no idea if most of the people in the office really knew what the Jesuits were and were about. So it was a big eye-opener for me, and of course it went through a revision. Looking back, you're the fourth provincial of the 14 years that I've been here that I'll be collaborating with. There have been 5 office leaders during that time, and they were even so desperate. At one point, I was acting office manager, and all I knew was I had taken more money than I could spend. So I do have that basic down. And as I look back over the years, there have been many highlights. I want to say that, but one was certainly accompanying Father General Nicholas Adolfo Nicholas on the occasion of the former California province centennial. And then we were asked to do a capital campaign, and we had never done a capital campaign before, but somehow we came off and made our goal, which was the beginning of the renovation of Sacred Heart Jesuit Center and needed improvements to the novitiate in Culver City. Well, let's talk about my title. My title is Director of Benefactor Relations. But really, when I think involved in benefactor relations. And I really do think we perform an excellent job of serving our benefactors. And we're always trying to look at ways to improve. So I think we have an outstanding team. And for me, it's not a pain to come to the office. Some days it can be, but most of the time I look forward to it because I know it's going to be fun in some way. Well, my housemates at Santa Clara, because I go to all these fancy restaurants and trips on pilgrimages with Father Sam, and I get to travel the province and, all this other things. A lot of these guys think I have this scam of a job. And you know what, Sean? Some days I think I do also. I do. But anyway, somebody has to do it. Well, what are some of the things I do? Well, I write a lot of acknowledgement letters. If anyone sends me a letter, an email, or a phone call, any type of communication, I always respond. And I try to respond in 24 hours, if not the most would be 48. And of course, I do a lot of checking up phone calls with certain donors, especially if there's been a crisis or a sickness or a loss in the family. I also send out my homilies to a certain group of people who are donors, and they seem to appreciate those. And of course, I accompany colleagues on donor visits, to fundraising galas, special events, prayer breakfasts, awards, award dinners, a whole host of things where it's important that we are present to support either a church or Jesuit West ministries. Now, at this point, Sean, you're wondering, what do I really do? And how am I justifying my existence in this office? Well, I think I bring something that is priceless and irreplaceable. As you can see, I'm still working on the virtue of humility. But as 60 years a Jesuit, and in 2 years, 50 years a priest, I bring the Jesuit vision and Jesuit thinking and Jesuit ways of proceeding, along with theology and appreciation of church and sacrament and the spiritual exercises, and a very passionate love of Ignatius. Every so often, a benefactor really wants to speak with a Jesuit. Well, I'm very happy to serve him. That's not a problem. And I don't mind dressing up in clerics and being with them for whatever the situation is. It can be a celebration, it could be a funeral, it could be a wedding, it could be a baptism. I've done all of that. And maybe it is just a visit at a very important time. I'm also relieved, Sean, that you are part of the team, really, because as difficult it is to say this, sometimes they don't want to speak to me. They really want to speak to the provincial. And Sean, that's how you come in. You are a valuable and very key contributor, collaborator, inspiration to the office. And we look forward, all of us, look forward to working with you. And as you begin your provincialate, I only wish you the very best and all inspiration.